lights out, and away we go.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm CJ.
And this is the Coca-Cola 600 review. Alright, do you have any news you want to talk about? Because I don't have any news that we didn't already cover in the Indy 500 episode.
Yeah.
As we covered, the only relating things to NASCAR was Tim Cindric getting fired and Kyle Larson doing the double. Which I guess we can talk more about the double in this episode. The double DNF.
Yeah.
First person ever to DNF the double.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. There wasn't anything.
No news.
No
Okay, do you want to talk
news.
about practices at all? Or the one practice session?
I didn't watch any of the practices.
Well, Hocevar was on top of it, so that's some note.
Oh, I didn't know that. That does not sound good or professional.
That's it. Hocevar was there. That's it for practice. So that's the only reason we're going to bring it up is because Hocevar was on top of it. How many one-offs? We had 1, 2...
Should be 4 one-offs.
Who? Zilich, Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson.
Derek Kraus, I've never heard of. And then Josh Blicky, never heard of. Is Cody Ware in every race? Because I'm not.
Yeah, he's a starter. Cody Ware's chartered.
He's just always at him and like Cole Custer. They're always at the bottom. And I never think
Cole
they're
Custer
a full-timer. He has a win?
Yeah. It was a couple years ago, 2020, I think.
How'd he get a win? Was it like just another fluke win?
I'm pretty sure it was a fluke win. It was at Kentucky Speedway. I think that was a weird track.
Oh, good for him. Cody Ware needs to do better because what? And his dad, Rick Ware?
His dad is Rick Ware.
Yeah, so
Cody Ware is not performing well. Not a great rookie season for him. I mean, I would like to say that he's a rookie.
Yeah, okay.
Rookies are boom or bust in NASCAR.
Oh no, Rick Ware. It sounds such like the name sounds so much like a random like internet thing. Because we have Rick Roll and software, so it just sounds like a Rick Roll software.
Rick Roll. We need to get Rick Astley on one of the Rick Ware cars.
The Rick Roll Ware car. That'd be really good.
When Cody Ware wins, gotta play the song we all know and love.
I haven't shown any of the listeners. I haven't put the one paint scheme I've made on the Discord, but I could make a Rick Astley, Cody Ware paint scheme.
Yes.
If I get Caleb to help me, Caleb's another one of our friends. If I could get Caleb to help me with the Photoshop, then
yeah, that would be awesome.
Coming soon for y'all to use in NASCAR Racing 2003 for those that do that. The Cody Ware Rick Astley livery. Rick Roll, Rick Ware. Man, okay, we're being goofy here. Let's get on. For qualifying, Larson did excellent here.
Yeah.
For showing up here, qualifies second, gets on a plane to Indy.
Probably surpassed his own.
Yeah, but then somehow Chase Briscoe was on pole, which...
Yeah, I mean, he's in a Joe Gibbs Toyota. Those cars go pretty fast often. So Chase Briscoe is probably still working to get things figured out in Joe Gibbs. He switched teams and manufacturers. So that's a lot of change that happens.
And the top 10 was just, at least in qualifying, was full of outliers. Gibbs, John Hunter Nemechek, Gregson, and then I wouldn't AJ Allmendinger, and then I wouldn't necessarily consider Chris Buescher an outlier, but he's not like constantly fighting for wins. Yeah.
He's an RFK, so that definitely means something. RFK has not been having a strong season.
Yeah, it means he's unlucky.
And Ricky Stenhouse was also right up there in 11th.
Yes. I saw something on Gregson's Instagram. I don't have Instagram. I saw it on Reddit, but it was like calling him Recky Spinhouse.
Ricky Spinhouse? Oh my
Recky Spinhouse.
Not in drafting tracks. He's glued to that track. He's glued to the track in drafting races, for the most part.
All right, so we're surprised at the qualifying results, and then Byron was there in 3rd, Bowman in 9th, and then where was the other Hendrick? The 9.
Oh, yeah, Chase Elliott.
Down in 22nd. Good for him.
Chase Elliott has not had a lightning season this year. Despite his first win at the Clash, there was nothing else of note for Chase Elliott.
And 2 things to keep in mind briefly is that 39th and 40th were Hovercar and Ross Chastain. So keep those names in mind and where they started. The race. Stage 1 was absolutely dominated by Byron. After Larson's first spin, he had like a 4-second lead, came off turn 4, lost it, spun through the infield, minor damage, but ended up right at the back of the field, and they kept coming in. Larson, he kept coming in every time there was a caution. He would keep coming into the pits to get some more work done on it. Because considering you started third, considering you started second, but the team wanted to make sure they got whatever they want, make sure they get at least a decent result. There
It's
was,
one of those days.
yeah, Josh Blicky lost a wheel somewhere in there, maybe on lap 66, the 66 on 66. Then Bowman had a small spin similar to Larson on lap
Good deal.
87. So that
Very
was
good deal.
stage 1.
Good deal that Bowman spun. That's what we want.
Yes, we don't like Bowman. We'll give a hover car and Chastain update. By this point, Hocevar had driven up to 11th, so 39th to 11th by stage 1, and Chastain was up to 22nd. So keep this in mind as we move into stage 2.
I mean, Jimmy Johnson, Custer, and Connor Zilich, they spun off of turn 4. Looking at the replay right now. Yeah, big damage to Jimmy Johnson's car in that incident. And yeah, so Jimmy Johnson got on the wall, and then Zilich and Cole Custer were checking up, and they just got spun around in the process.
Yep, classic NASCAR.
Yeah, Cole Custer tipped Zilich around, and then got himself spun out. When it was green to the end of the stage.
Then right at the end of the stage, as the cars were coming to the line, Kyle Busch spins out in the outfield, same as the previous spins we've been having. And by this point, Hocevar had driven up to 4th, and Ross Chastain was up in 7th. So big surging. And then we got into stage 3, which from a pure racing standpoint, I think this was the best stage because Hamlin and Byron were just going at it the whole.
Oh yeah, great racing happened in this stage. It was brilliant.
Great battles for the lead.
And it was just a classic NASCAR battle. Just trying to chase. You got the air blocking and everything, and it's just trying to get around the car. Just waiting until someone makes a mistake. Until we get to lap 238, where Zane Smith gets spun, loses it off the 2, and he crashes into the backstretch wall. And
yeah, really big crash there.
First caution, was able to get the green flag stops out of the way for that. And then
lap 241.
Then the big one off the restart. Blaney, Suarez, Chase Briscoe all get involved. Good on Briscoe to get out of that pretty much unscathed. Was able to bring home a top 5 finish.
Yeah, Briscoe kind of bumps Blaney.
And Larson got collected.
Yeah.
And that ended Larson's day and his attempt at the double. He did do a double
DNF.
A double DNF. Very disappointing end once again for Larson. At least he got to participate in both races though. Better than last year. Where he did the Indy 500 after the rain delay. And then the same rain that delayed the Indy 500 went and finished in Coke 600 early before he was able to get in the car and race.
Yeah, so at least he got to drive both of them this year.
Yeah.
On the big one, it looks just like Briscoe just kind of squeezed Blaney, got bumped off of Blaney, and spun Daniel Suarez. And then Suarez kind of cut off Blaney, so Briscoe was able to just dive to the inside and get out. And then out of control, Suarez and Blaney collected Justin Haley and Kyle Larson, ending Kyle Larson's day. So 5 cars involved in that wreck, so by far the biggest of the day.
And after this restart, we had 3 cars just light up. We had William Byron, Denny Hamlin, and our guy Hover Car all fighting, all really right there for the lead. 3 cars in 3 seconds. It was a great battle. It was just a great battle.
Yep, and then at the end of the stage, they came home. Byron first, Hamlin second, and Hovercar in third. And Ross Chastain, who we're keeping up with, right down there in 5th, with Tyler Reddick just right there in between. And then came stage 4.
And Hamlin jumps Byron for the lead.
Yep.
And Hovercar also gets there on the outside. And then Hovercar's engine died.
Yep.
And he got spun.
Right on that restart.
He was running
drops like a rock through the field. Sad.
He'll ultimately get spun.
The Chili's car is not bringing the Chili's livery is not bringing him good luck because the same thing happened in Texas when he was on pole in the Chili's car.
That's right.
Go back to the Delaware Life car. That's the one he finished second in Atlanta with.
And that's the one that McDowell ran well with.
Yep. So the Delaware Life
Delaware Life brings good luck.
makes the Spire cars run good.
I don't know what Delaware Life is doing to those cars. It's doing something.
It's ensuring that they finish the race with a good result.
Or at least have a rush shot at a good result. Because we know what happened to
Yep.
McDowell in Texas. That's
Yeah.
another episode if you haven't seen it yet.
I mean, that was Logano's fault there.
Yeah.
And then Hocevar had some minor contact with Chris Buescher as he was dropping back through the field. So a lot of sadness. That ended his day. So we were very disappointed there. Hamlin and Byron continued to battle excellently.
And then Ross Chastain truly, officially enters the chat into the battle for the lead after getting past Tyler Reddick for third. After Tyler Reddick had his own little moment in the spotlight running in that podium.
Yep. Hamlin ended up having to conserve fuel and then come in for another stop. So he ended up just dropping way back.
Yeah, so Hamlin really just was not able to keep it going. Took an unfortunate pit stop error from the Joe Gibbs 11 crew. That cost them a shot at the win, but opened the door for Ross Chastain to get by William Byron after Denny Hamlin was part of the lap traffic. I believe that was
Yep.
Denny Hamlin.
So
We
yeah,
watched this past night.
even being a lap down, he was still fighting for the lead and causing chaos.
Yeah, he was still able to control. He was still able to play a part in the outcome of the race by slowing up Byron
Yep.
and allowing Chastain to get past. I did
Chastain
not
gets
expect that
past
to
him.
happen because Byron had such a good race car.
For once, Denny Hamlin did something we actually liked.
Yes, got Mr. Mellon a win.
Yep, Mr. Mellon gets past him and just cruises on home to victory, man. And Chase Briscoe, with Byron coming in second, and then Chase Briscoe, after arguably causing the big one, brings home third. Other pretty noticeable finishes. Allmendinger, respectable to hold his qualifying position. Keselowski actually gets a good result for once. Chase Elliott, also a really good result. And then Michael McDowell, after having a kind of a bad start, ended up bringing home 7th. So all pretty respectable from there. And then Bell, Priest, and Gregson rounding out the top 10.
Yeah, it's a great day. Great days for a lot of cars, and unfortunate tragedies ending for other cars. That was just the big story of this race.
Yep. Right, over-unders?
Unders. Right over here. I mean, other than Ross Chastain, we can't do Ross Chastain for an over because that's just too obvious. Got to do something a bit more creative than that. I think an over for me here, I would say Allmendinger. He's been having a tough go at it, a tough stretch of races, but he managed to bring home a top 5. There were some road courses coming up, so that could help him get a win and into the playoffs. Because AJ Allmendinger runs well in those road courses often. It's definitely my over for this race.
It's respectable. I'm going to go Bad Brad driving 35th to 5th without making a mistake, or it's without getting unlucky. He's like, because Keselowski and Alonso have shared a lot of unlucky moments this year. So I'm going to go Bad Brad for driving 35th to 5th. So he's my over.
Let's see, my under here. Let's see, what's a good under? I think I'm going to say John Hunter Nemechek would be my under. He started in the top 10, and his teammate Eric Jones is running well, so there was some pace in that Toyota. But he just wasn't able to bring anything of it, and ultimately finished 27th. So didn't really go his way.
Yeah, honestly, I was going to go Nemechek too. Hamlin, that wasn't his fault. It was a pit error, which, as we do on this show, or at least I don't like to fault drivers for their teams messing up. I mean, honestly, there were a bunch of wrecks, so yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you with Nemechek here. He was really the only guy that had a good qualifying, looked good, and then just didn't ended up performing.
Yeah.
All right, you got anything else to bring up? All right, then.
Let's see. 66 got penalized, but we don't really care.
Yeah, no one cares. I mean, you got penalized for losing that wheel.
Oh yeah, that's not a surprise.
That didn't even bring out a caution, so like it was so minor that even caution happy NASCAR didn't do anything about it.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, then I think that's going to do it for this episode. This is just one of the 3 episodes we're releasing for this Crown Jewel weekend. Go check out our reviews of the Monaco Grand Prix and the Epic Indy 500. Both of those are on the main show page. Join the Discord, linked in the show description. Follow or subscribe depending on your platform. If you like what you hear, leave us a review and tell your friends about us. We're trying to grow this a little bit, so all of that really helps us out. So with that, thank you all for listening, and we'll see y'all next week.